Hey everybody, it's Kiro Shen once more. I am bringing to you a video. It's not something I built, it's something I found, which is not something usual. So, for those of you who don't know, there is a quest in the Ranger quest line where you find a stolen ship. Now this is the stolen ship. Now if you notice, this is called a Watchdog. Now this is not a standard Watchdog. The standard Watchdog looks a little different. So what I thought I would do is, for posterity, I would grab the data on this one in case I wanted to rebuild it because it's causing some problems excuse me, with my ship. Every time I land at Aquila with my current home ship, this is superimposed on the bottom layer. So the top layer here of the bridge is overlapping the bottom layer of my ship, and then the rest of it is below the ground. So it's making it very difficult for me to move around within my ship when I'm trying to. So I'm going to copy this and then sorry, I had a sudden cough. Then after I copy it, then I'm going to sell it or delete it or whatever I need to do to get it off of my ship list. And then later, I'll capture a ghost or buy a Watchdog. They actually have a Watchdog 3 for sale. I'll buy that. And then I'll make it look like this again so that I get this ship. I really like this ship. I think I made a minor change. I don't think I made any changes, actually. I don't know, this says to me I may have changed it, but I may not. So, but it's a pretty nifty looking ship. I really like it. It is one hab. This one right here. But we'll get into that. Let's go ahead and upgrade this ship. So I'm going to peel it apart layer by layer while you watch. So here's the top layer. And I say top layer, and then I'm, pulling some stuff that's actually above what I'm calling the top layer. But that's the top layer, and we'll put it right here, kind of right where it belongs. Now, the next layer, you may know, so the top layer is the cockpit. It's got two of these big Ulysses HE3 150-ton tanks that go 2 levels. You can see they slide down 1 level. It's got 2 of these little White Dwarf 1020s. A Alpha R3000 Alpha grav drive, really good grav drive, and a S81 Bastille shield generator, which is a 390 4-power. Nothing big about that one. I put this equipment plate and gun on here because I had to have guns on my ships. I just don't fly them without guns. And then it has one of these Hopetech Cap B mid-top structure pieces all behind the Overseer 300E bridge. Now, of course, the Overseer doesn't connect to any of this. Not only is none of this hab, but the Overseer has a bottom connector. You can see it connects right there to get in and out. So, putting this back. And then we'll go over here and look at the next layer down. Now, notice here, there's a couple of cargo containers. Sorry, I've got a little frog that just developed on my throat, and it's really being a pain in my tuchus. But, so we got a couple of these Dagama 1000 cargo holds with a 210 each. So, as you may be aware, there's really limited cargo space in the Watchdog / Ghost series. And this does improve that particular lack. So here we go, moving these. This is a 3x1 engineering bay. Kind of an interesting choice. And then the front docker that comes with all of the Watchdogs. And then it's got a couple of weapon mounts to the side. Sorry, now I'm getting the hiccups. I don't know why. I'll throw this off to this side. Now, the normal Watchdog is the rounded bridge from Hope Tech, and then the rounded piece that goes behind it that fits to it, and it's a standard cargo kind of hab, but it's got the rounded top, so it fits in with the bridge really nice. And the reason I like that is because I have improved cargo habs. Well, improved cargo habs, what that does for you is anything time you have a cargo hab, it gives you cargo space. And Hope Tech cargo habs give you 300 space in a 1x1. It also adds mass, so it offsets it with mass, but on the regular Watchdog, I never have to add cargo space because I have that, and I don't really need the cargo space beyond that. By the time I need the cargo space, I've quit using the ship. So we have two of these Horizon weapon mounts, and I put two Dangan autocannons on there. Because I like the Dangan, they have a 1,000 range instead of the 800 that the other ones have. It's probably not that big of a difference for most people, but I like it, so I go with it. And then it's got the front Docker, which I can take or leave most times, but it's okay. It's a good piece of equipment. And here we got a 370T Stellarator reactor, which gives us 23 power, which is pretty good for this kind of a ship. And then we've got two of the Hope 6 landing gears on each side. I mounted a couple of the PB-50s on those to match the PB-50 I have on the top, and then we have the Hope Tech landing bay. So it's a pretty straightforward, and you can see this doesn't connect all together because they don't really connect. The only thing that connects them together is what's underneath. So, but that's the way it looks, and I like it. I think it's a pretty cool little squat ship, and I actually like it better than I like the Watchdog itself. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go see if they have a Watchdog, and we can go look at the difference between the two. Let's see. Let me see. Ship for sale. And there's a Watchdog right there, so I'm just going to go ahead and purchase it. Yeah, 132,000 credits. It's Watchdog 3, so it's not a cheap ship. And then we'll go over here and we'll take a look at that.
Okay, no problem.
And of course it made it my home ship, but that's okay. I'll just have to fix my crew. But see, here's the rounded top I was talking about. It's the Hope Armstrong cockpit. This one is the 20E, which is 2 crew stations, 5 hull, and 280 cargo. So this is the big one, the biggest one you can get, and this is the piece I was talking about. So you can see a Hope Tech storeroom. Oh, it's 500 cargo. You get 500 cargo from a Hope Tech because the guy who made the mod believes that Hope Tech is all about cargo. So he made the Hope Tech cargos a little bit more cargo space. So you can see again, it's got the Hope Tech, the Hope 4 landing bay. It has these two landing gear, which I hope to use. I hope to use in another build to represent tires. I'm going to make a kind of a sports car looking thing, looking a lot like the Mach 5 is what I have in mind, and I think these would go well as tires. I'm trying to figure out how to cap them, but and I may merge cap them, but that's just the way it is. But notice there's two of the among 7 engines in the back, and in the 4 there's a third engine. Or if you're really into fast movement, you can throw the White Dwarf 3015s on there, 3 of them, and you don't have any problems with mobility. You can see right now there is a problem with mobility, and if we just add an engine, then our mobility gets better. But yeah, we're not going to do that. But this is the basic, um, the basic Watchdog 3. There is a 4. This is a 3. And you see cargo space. Cargo is 1305. And if I change this to a non-cargo hab, maybe I can't. Oh, it only comes as a cargo hab, so I guess I can't change it. Let's see if I can maybe put a different one on there. Habs. So, Hope. No, you can't get these habs anywhere except for Hope Tech. Anyway, it's cargo. Maybe that's why I can't change it. I don't know. But there we have it. I mean, it's a pretty good ship. And equipment power 24, reactor 23. So, you know, it's a good ship. And then if you want to put that third engine on, you get 2 more points that you're using. So you'd be 26 equipment power. The engineers, the White Dwarf 3015 is 3100. So actually, that would work better. You can see if I get rid of those, I've got 100 mobility again, and now I'm going 180 instead of 150. So probably better to switch them out for the White Dwarfs. Using 2 extra points of power, so it's the same as adding that third engine. So it's 26 equipment power for 23 reactor. But I mean, put Vasco on her and you're 2 points short. And taking a point or 2 off your weapons does not make a big difference. So I'd take the points off of the 1 point off of the missile, maybe 2 points off the missile, 1 point off the particle beam, and we'd be fine. Anyway, so that's the thing I wanted to show you guys today, and I think that'll be the make it a done deal. Is that shielded? Interesting that they lopsided that. Oh, see, there's 2 missiles on there too. That's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks everybody for showing up. You can watch his ugly face while I say goodbye. It's been fun. Be excellent to one another, and peace out.